The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to reverse the recent increase in fuel prices and stabilize petrol and cooking gas costs. Lawmakers recommended measures like temporary price reliefs, tax cuts, or subsidies for low-income households to cushion the impact. The motion, backed by House Minority Leader Honorable Kingsley Chinder and 110 members, also called for urgent repairs to domestic refineries to boost local refining and reduce reliance on imports. Deputy Minority Leader Honorable Aliu Madoki highlighted concerns about rising costs affecting transportation, food, and healthcare, further worsening inflation.
Also worried that unless urgent and pragmatic steps are taken to control the rising cost of petrol and cooking gas, the nation will go into economic crisis, leading into negative outcomes like increased crime rate and mortality.
I want us to pressurize on the government, because not all countries that produces petroleum are in OPEC. We need to review our OPEC policy. We mustn't be in OPEC, because the only thing that will solve this problem of petroleum increase is to use what we have to solve our problem.
During the debate, members suggested reviewing OPEC policies and urged the central bank to implement measures to curb inflation. They also recommended exploring alternative energy sources and encouraging state governments to ease the financial burden on citizens.
Our concern should be the welfare of Nigerians, which I believe is not only in my constituency that the masses or the poor or the people are suffering. I believe most of the constituencies, people are suffering because of this increase. Let me also use the opportunity, Mr. Speaker, to borrow a word of our president. When he spoke then, he said, "Let the government allow the poor to breathe." Today, we are not only calling for government to allow the poor to breathe, we are calling of government not to remove the cylinder that the poor are already living under oxygen. If you remove the cylinder, we are not talking about breathe. We are talking about taking.
One, does the regulation allow the price of petroleum products to be different in Lagos, in Abuja, in Jos, in Katsina, in Gombe? If the regulation allow that, why is the law, PIA bill that is being passed is now an act? Is it being respected by the public office holders appointed by this government to ensure decorum in that sector?
The House, after a majority voice vote, mandated a joint committee on petroleum prices and legislative compliance to ensure follow-up actions are taken and report back.